All right, guys, here we're talking about iZombie Season 4, Episode 11. Now,
how are you?
This felt like it could have been a season finale.
Right?
It wasn't.
This was crazy.
Yeah, so, to blow the ending here, our...
we're starting. I gotta scroll down.
Just for... Because we already said it felt like a season finale. Our little girl...
Let's go through the whole plot, though.
Okay, yeah.
Like, so they have these boxes that are supposed to track things or whatever. I didn't even pick up on the fact that was supposed to pressure them to, like, move forward with plans, but Major gets
No, yeah, that didn't unreal.
Some
so
weird
we're
thing.
talking about the beginning. We're not talking about the ending right now.
Well, we're talking about the part that fits to the end, right? Major goes to get, like, Major's wormed in with that dude who's, like, corrupt, and he gets taken to meet the boss, right?
Uh-huh.
We have a whole thing going on there. I love that whole section, to be perfectly honest with you. Because he's yelling the whole time, and, like, you don't even know why, and he says, I have cotton in my ears, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
they give him...
I didn't really love or care about the cotton thing. I thought that was The
cotton is dumb, but him yelling the whole time and then revealing that he has cotton
but the
in his ear-
reason I didn't like that is because, well, why do that just for 1 second of not being deaf
Yes.
when you're a zombie and you'll be fine in another couple minutes?
It makes no sense, but
That's why I was like, oh, that seems kind of dumb. Like,
I like
seeing cotton in your ears might have thrown things off.
I like the comedy of him yelling the whole time, because the whole time I was like, why is he yelling like this? Is this part of his... I thought maybe he, like...
But he never says what when they're talking at normal language, and that volume, that's so dumb.
I thought maybe he had eaten a brain, like preventatively, so that he knew that they were going to feed him some other brain or something like that, and that's why he was yelling or whatever, because he had some other personality from something else or whatever.
and like a blink of the eye, he wears off on that brain, because later he's with a group of other people and he's not, the truth teller. Well, I thought for what you gained from the I have cotton in my ears, I thought it hurt more than it helped.
I had fun with it, and I was smiling from that. So when he says, "Oh no, my team is great, 3 out of 4 of them," I chuckled at that. I was like, I like this direction, because I don't like things to be serious. I like stuff to have a thing happen.
No, and I don't think it even had a serious tone without that part. I just thought that it was. I was like, all right, that seems weird. I have cotton in my ears.
It's dumb. I'm not going to say it's not dumb, but I like the vibe of it or whatever. Because it's like he has the whole thing planned. He just tells them the whole plan. They're like, oh, what's happening here? Like, they're all into it. And he's like, no, it's fine. What? No? Okay. This leads up to Chase, rallying the troops at the scratching post, which is what leads into the actual ending. Stuff gets really, really real.
It does. So... They let go the guy who was on their team. He escaped. It was the girl's fault that he had stole her firearm.
Chase is like, whose weapon was it?
So Chase unloads like a clip into her chest as a you're punished type of thing. And then her boyfriend, to defend her, because he's still in human mode, thinking you shot my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Shoots Chase in the neck, which is much closer to a kill shot. Chase then shoots him in the brain. He's now dead.
Captain Seattle is dead.
Yeah.
That's my final note in here. Captain Seattle is dead.
Yep.
And then Chase leaves, and it's kind of weird because everyone's looking at him like, "Holy crap! What happened just now or whatever?" Right?
Yeah.
This is a major event for like the Fillmore Graves dynasty or whatever, right? Or it should be.
Sure.
Your leader now has done some stuff that is not cool.
I don't even know if it would be considered not cool because he's punished people with pain before.
Yes.
And for you to retaliate against your officer with a potential kill shot, it's not out of the realm of possibility that you would get killed for that.
So, I think his reaction to stuff after everything got crazy was probably okay, but I think just the fact that he couldn't handle it, couldn't keep it handled, or whatever you want to call it. Because it starts off like, I'm making jokes. What is it, Cobra Kai? That's not right. Major, what are you thinking? Like, he's doing this awesome swagger thing, and then he's just like, everything's messed up and all that stuff.
No, I wasn't too big of a fan of that actual part. A lot of things in this episode happened that I'm like, oh man, that's unfortunate.
Before we leave this plot line, which I sense that we're going to do very shortly, I also laughed at, has it ever crossed my mind? Sure, I mean, look how he's built. It's not like I keep pictures of Chase Graham. Yeah. So this was like a funny thing to me, this whole like vein. I was just like enjoying the...
No, that all I liked. Yeah. It was simply the cotton thing that I had an issue with, just because I thought... Yeah. Like, we've not expressed a thing that would require him to do such a thing. It was just to get the laugh, and that's my issue with a lot of iZombie things, is that they happen just because. And I'm like, all right, if you don't care about your world, I guess I will and hate you for it.
Okay. Look, I finished that sentence by saying, if you don't care about your world, I won't either, and I will just laugh at the things that you think.
No, it annoys me when I'll consider myself the casualist of fans because I'm not even that big of a I don't even like the show at times.
Yeah.
So for me to care more about continuity and things being solid and good, and this man's undercover, he would do nothing to draw attention to himself, yet he does. So what?
Yeah.
What I would have taken it as if they would have put the cotton in his ears. I would have been okay. I'm like, oh, hey, you put a bag on his head, you put cotton in his ear so he can't hear or see where he's going. I'm like, that would have made total sense. If there would have been like a 1 second shot of that, I'm like, okay, if you want the joke, that works for me.
Sure.
But they didn't do that, so fuck you.
That would have improved it, but I don't think the way it was low enough that I'm angry at it.
It's just that there's
it doesn't even make sense that
whenever things are low for no reason, that's my issue. Is that if there are issues that you could have solved with one sentence, I'm like, why didn't you solve it with one sentence? And if there are issues that are only created by one sentence that you wrote, I'm like, well, you're an idiot.
Oh, I know.
So that's my problem there.
No, I would totally have the same criticism and all that stuff of that stuff. But if it's too there's a line for me where it's just lacking goodness, but then it flips to being aggressively bad or whatever, and this was not quite.
No, it wasn't aggressively bad, but it's like I said again. Why call something out if you didn't need to?
Totally understand.
Back to the home front with
where do you want to start? I have all the plots as separate notes. Peyton's going to D.C. Robbie meets Peyton's parents for the first time, even though they've been in Seattle this whole time, and they've been dating on and off for what seems like years.
They're letting her leave because she's the now de facto mayor
also
to talk about.
People come and go. I thought we were on lockdown. Is that only for zombies?
Yeah, I don't.
What's going on?
That's something I don't understand.
I'm so confused.
Clearly, they have a test for if you're a zombie or not.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they slowly just get all the humans out
and solve all these problems easily? If people can leave, it makes no sense. That's the kind of thing to me that I'm like, wait, she's just allowed to leave? They don't even have a thing where it's like, wait, are you leaving? And she goes, well, yeah. I mean, it's a special thing. I have to go talk to
people.
DC
Leave all the time. Oh.
Yeah. No, but what? People leave all the time? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and they even said they even mentioned more people leaving because they're like, we had our blah blah on loan, like the girl's mom was outside the wall and they brought her back in the wall.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
It seems like it's a thing that's happening constantly.
It seems like you can get a pass and go and then have to come back or have to stay
very
out
very goofy. And how would you police these things? And if you could do these things, you'd think there'd be a big uproar on trying to get out of the city. And
yeah, it seems like that's the major source of some part of the plot, or should be or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But Ravi meets her parents. He stands up to her dad. I loved the dad character. I loved his.
I liked Ravi standing up to the dad character.
I loved him being a prick though. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then Ravi standing up to him was awesome. It was awesome. The whole thing was awesome.
Yeah, that was the first time I think Ravi really flexed I'm a man.
Right?
Because he's not usually.
I'd like you to stop. Yeah, he's the goofy guy, but he put on his thing and was like.
And and I bought it. I wasn't like you, Winston. I'm like you are like a 6'2" man who
you're all beard and accent.
No, this is your girlfriend. You care about her. This guy's bad mouthing her. Who cares if it's her dad or not? Whatever.
Yeah, you're trying to get a rise out of your daughter. I don't appreciate it. Yes.
No, I liked it. No, he handled it very maturely, very British.
Very British.
Handled it
very gentlemanly.
I do agree that if she got out, she should stay out because. Aside from it just being a dangerous place in general, they might nuke us. Goddamn, get out, lady.
No, and
can I come with you? What's up?
In a lot of ways, this is Ravi's episode, so I'm pretty happy that we're already showcased Ravi because I love him then coming around to because he's not just blindly defending his girlfriend wherever.
No.
He shows the point where it was right to defend her, and then later goes, I agree with them. No, you should stay. You should stay in D.C. And she's like, what or whatever. Yeah.
Well, because it's a rough scenario here.
Oh, God.
You want what's best for this person.
Yeah.
And honestly, you'd think that if people can leave and she's the mayor, can't she get them all out?
Maybe
obviously not live, but...
Yeah, get them all out, cancel the show.
But and even Ravi is a zombie too, and whether she knows this or not, which I don't think she does.
It could be the patient zero for the apocalypse. It could be good
He certainly
times.
could.
I dig it, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, she still could, because they have sex.
Oh, no. I wonder if that's been an issue. So she has to know. Because he can't just be like, sorry, can't have sex for a few days.
If he is a, what would you call that? A Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde zombie?
He's a bona fide zombie.
Could not he pass on the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde zombie, and she could be there trying to say, no, we can't drop a bomb, and zombie out and bite the president?
Yep, she becomes Bride of Frankenstein right in front of everybody.
Who's to say?
It's perfect. It's a stripe in her hair.
But what else happens in this episode?
So the case. It's a germaphobe brain. It's a dead guy in drag. He was making fun of the HR lady.
Yes.
There's a vision about some gay panic, but it's a misdirect. It turns out to be the weeping thug guy.
Yeah, weeping thug guy. We probably won't see any longer. I didn't really like him very much anyway, but we keep just losing henchmen left and right.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't like new
and
people.
And the case is now done. We just talked about the whole case, right?
That's the case is done. Yeah,
case was
it was pretty cut and dry because more they were focusing on her dressing up like Peyton, getting the girl's mom in. And, of course, the drama between the child in general, constantly faking her own death, led to her actually being dead one time.
Well, it didn't lead to it, but she eventually was dead.
It led to it progressively. She eventually was dead when...
She was eventually not faking.
Yes.
But she was faking her death. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
She did raise a good point. She's like, well, I faked my death because then you thought I was dead, and when I'm alive, you might have been upset, but at least I'm alive, so you're happy.
She's like, if I had just told you about the nosebleed... This girl really reminds me of Heather Graham for some reason. Something about her face. But she was like, if I just told you that I had a nosebleed, you'd be all worried about me dying soon, so I just looked dead. So now you're like, oh, good, you're not dead yet, right? And she was like awkward and it was funny and stuff like that. Yeah,
I would hate her for it, but it is true.
Yeah, that's not how things work. But yes, that technically speaking, she is correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Yeah.
There's some bonding, right? Because she tries it on Liv later, and Liv is, for some reason, not a germaphobe. It helps her or whatever. It's fine. Who cares? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
She wants to learn how to drive.
Yeah, they bond, right? Ravi comes over for the time for your driving lesson, and that's when she's finally dead.
Yeah.
Right? And
Ravi has a real touching moment with
Ravi gets to be an actor. He gets to act. His thing. Liv was like, I'm not wearing the makeup anymore. Ravi was like, I want to act. Let me act. Make me a zombie. I want to expand, right? Everyone's putting stuff in their contracts. Change it up.
I could see that, though. Honestly, you're in the later end of the seasons here.
Totally.
Things are falling apart, and you're like, you know what? If I don't get to do this, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we still want to make 10 cents. Come on.
Come back, please. Yeah, Clive's like, I want to smash. Liv's like, I'm taking off the makeup. It's going around. Everyone's doing stuff. It's fine. I should mention that they brought in, Isabel's mom right before she died.
Yeah.
They kind of telegraphed that it was gonna, for a few things here, part of me was like, is this all happening in this episode? And we're not.
Do you think her mom is now going to be like the fill-in? She'll live there where the girl lived.
I hope not.
She's now been smuggled in. How easily is it to smuggle people out willy-nilly?
I don't know what's happening. So okay, I guess we should just
out has to be harder than in.
So yeah. Right, because they're worried about containment.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, you don't want more people going in. I don't think they're like, oh no, someone got into the area. But getting out, you're like, you could fucking kill the whole world. No,
and that's why Filmware Graves is reacting the way they are, because they're like, holy crap, like we had projections about how many brains we needed, and like you're screwing it up by bringing in more zombies. Please stop. Like they didn't like that. Their main thing was build a wall. Keep the zombies in. So she pretends to be Peyton. They bring in the thing, surrounded by German people, blah, blah, blah. Isabel is dead. Ravi is acting his ass off. They play a video of Isabel from back when she was alive.
Yes.
I'm just meat with a spark and all that stuff or whatever.
So obvious prediction is when you eat her brain, you get cured.
Oh, okay.
Oh, was that not obvious?
So when they shoved her in the drawer, I know something was going to happen. I did think about that as one of the things. But I know something was going to happen. I wasn't sure if she turns into a zombie and wakes up now or something like that. It feels weird to be done with her character completely.
I think we're done with her character, but I do think that
you're
going to take a bite of that brain, you're going to become
video,
human.
She says, eat my brain, which, yes, would obviously be the other way to get cured or something like that. Do you think that it wears off, though? It's probably like a temporary cure.
I don't know. Could go either way on it. We'll see how much of it she fricassees up and how much is left for later and stuff. Because that's a big thing about how you could plot a whole season around having this cure, even if it is temporary. I would wager it's probably permanent.
Interesting. That's going to be weird then, because Liv's going to eat her brain. She's not going to know.
I know.
They're not going to test her brain. So Liv becomes human. She's of no use to any part of the show at that point.
Well, she'll become human for a little while. I imagine something in the same episode will happen where she needs to, like, I was shot.
Oh, so someone can just scratch her to turn her back. Ravi has to scratch her. Now they're both daywalkers. I don't know.
We'll see. And again, just a prediction of what I think logically would happen. This show never does that.
That makes sense, but I wasn't leaning into that because of those issues or whatever, where I'm not sure. Because the brains are temporary. The effect of brains is temporary. So I would think it would just be temporary. But like stuff has to keep going, right?
But she also was an anomaly, so it's hard to say what
but it was way too quick with her. She's already dead. She died a very nice death. It was very whatever, right? Yep. And they've set up that Liv's gonna eat her brain and all that business, so it's gonna do something, and that's gonna be our finale, I guess.
Probably.
It probably ends with her like, oh my god, I'm human.
How many episodes are in this season?
13.
13,
so
yeah.
Two more episodes.
We're right there.
Possibly a two-parter in our
I would wager this next episode is going to immediately be picked up by that 13th episode. Yeah.
So I touched on it briefly. Clive is smashing. Bazio watches that video. I love that, honestly, that the cops keep watching Liv beating the guy with the fish.
That would happen.
That would happen. But now we rewound too much, and Bazio hears Clive saying, well, the issue is that Dale can't have kids and, whatever.
I liked how he was like, all right, I got to go, and I'll also watch that later. And like right when that starts playing, this is awkward as fuck. See you later.
Exactly. The Al Gore guy is like, whoa, I'm leaving or whatever. Yep. I love that his that actor is just being trotted out for these little dumb comedy things.
I'm sure he's happy
to have him. Yeah, right. Might as well use a different guy. We've had the same 6 characters. I like that there's actually 10 now. There's side people.
A lot of series regulars.
But she breaks up with Clive, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, because she cares about him.
Goes to the cop, to Lady Cop. And he's not emotionally available, but it's changing.
That's even more why I think this is going to be a cure, because they'll be like, right after you've broken up, blah, blah, you said you found someone else. I was lying. I didn't know there was a cure. I could have kids with you. Oh, my God, something, la-da-da-da-da.
And they become Mormons,
and then it's a love triangle,
wives. That's perfect. I don't know how this,
She dies.
Okay.
The other partner dies.
I was going to say, I don't know how this show can, continue with there being a cure, though. Because the premise of the show is that Liv can, eat brains and get visions and solve stuff. Would we have to abandon that? How would this work?
Well, again, I don't know that she's cured forever.
Yeah.
Like you said, it could be a temporary cure, or I think she'll get shot or something and have to get scratched right away. But knowing there is a cure goes, okay, how can we get everybody with this? Because unless we can cure everybody at the same time, it doesn't matter.
We'll just spread again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of everybody, Brother Love is becoming like a TV evangelist type of guy. They're filming him. Donnie eats the film director brain.
Yeah.
I want him backlit like Ripley from Aliens when she says, "Get away from her, you bitch," and does the whole thing.
Yeah.
You go out there at about a 3 or a 4 and then go back up to a 10. And then he's like,
start at 10,
and he goes, all right, maybe start at 10, right? They go in the editing bay. They're doing the hashtags. They're dropping all these things about him being like an indie filmmaker guy.
Now, are you crying because you were moved by my piece, or is that your syndrome? It's like, it's my syndrome. No one cares about your shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, I chuckled or smiled through half of that. That was all fine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think here. They show a bunch of people watching it. There's some good lines. They want to film more.
You can see that it is affecting the zombies, right? And that's why I'm thinking that we've built up to a head and something crazy has to happen.
We have to spray them with Cure Brain.
Yeah.
They want to fill more graves with you. We'll treat humans like cattle and food or whatever. Yeah. And that dovetails nicely into the last thing. After Captain Seattle gets plugged, we cut back to Brother Love and all that, and there's an assassination attempt by one of the scrappy young dude's old friends.
Yeah, but he saved them. And some random cheruby guy in the background gets shot in the head.
Well, and Brother Love is like, who is he to you? Like he seems to know you or whatever. Just food. It's fine. He's fine. He's made his choice, his final choice. Because that guy's getting piled on.
Oh, he's dead.
He could be like, no, or something like that. But that guy's food, to put it lightly.
Indeed.
So we have a lot of setup for both personal drama and weird zombie drama in the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this season ends. Knowing there's another season, it
no!
End.
I forgot about there's another season.
Yep.
Okay, so okay.
We will not be getting a series finale, just a season finale.
Yeah, I think I knew that because that was why I was like, well, the Cure Brain could not possibly, because then that's the end of the season.
The ultimate would be if everybody is cured and iZombie is now a show, just a cop drama. Where she's actually using her, okay, we medical examined the body. It was a knife 12 inches.
No, I totally hit the brain. Anyway, I'm solving the crime, and she has to put the makeup on now to hide from Clive. No. That she's not. It has to be psych. It has to be psych.
What I mean is there are literally no zombies.
Yes,
period.
Exactly. But Clive, but no one knows. Clive doesn't know that he thinks she's still a zombie, and that's why she gets to participate in all these cases still. But she's crazy. Oh, it's wonderful.
All right, so that's our thoughts on this, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.